just like the Texas game?
Yeah, I seen us grow in a tremendous way. But I think that all come down to what we did in the off season. We worked hard to be in this position, and you know, just seeing how the guys grow is crazy to me.
What's the biggest challenge facing Michigan's offense?
Getting everyone on the same page. You know, they can out leverage you and outnumber you to create explosive plays, and you got to limit that by executing on the field.
Got games like Penn State where Michigan ran the ball 35 times in a row. Is that something that you guys are coming in with certain packages to prevent Michigan from just lining up and running it over and over?
I think we just gonna run the same stuff we always run. We play teams that want to run the ball, and that's just a challenge for us. And we know the challenge that we have, and we're ready to execute.
Do you feel confident in being able to stop Michigan's running attack?
I think I would be more confident when the game get here. We still got a couple more days of work, but once the game will be here, I'll be 100% confident.
Deontae, you've been here a couple of times at Alabama. What's been your experience getting a chance to be coached by him?
Coach Steele, he's a great coach, a great person. The biggest thing with me, with Coach Steele, he's on me hard, so it's rare to have a coach like that actually cares that much for you. And I know that, so it's never no hard feelings or anything. I know he just wants the best for me, and he just keep pushing me every day.
Second half adjustments have been a big part of his defense's success this year. What's it like when he gets there in the locker room after the first half and y'all go out in the second half and have success?
He tried to just settle us back in, 0-0 mindset, and just clean up the mistakes that we made in the first half, and learn from them.
When you look at the film, have you seen any teams that y'all played earlier this season that maybe resemble some of what Michigan does in the run game?
What I think most teams run the same stuff, but how good are you at it? And they're pretty elite at what they do, and it's going to take a big week of us preparing the right way so we can execute on the game.
Do you feel like playing in the SEC and preparing for a run game is challenging to face?
Oh yeah, in the SEC is back-to-back weeks. You're having to play different SEC opponents, and they're elite and they like to run the ball as well. And this is just something that we've always practiced. So it's really nothing new for us. We just gotta keep doing what we're doing and prepare the right way. Oh yeah, he's a elite running back. His jump cut is crazy to me. He's very patient in the backfield, and he has a great offensive line to block for him. So that makes a dangerous combo, and we have a challenge in front of us with him.
What about J.J. McCarthy? What stands out about Michigan's play?
What I see is he make the right plays when he needs to, and that's what you want in a quarterback. They have all confidence in him to run the ball as well, and I think he's just a great leader for his team, and he does what he can to help the team win.
Do you remind you of anybody that you played in the SEC? Obviously, a lot of really good quarterbacks out there in the SEC. J.J. remind you of anybody?
I wouldn't really say he remind me of anyone. Everyone has their own game, and how their offense is ran, is just different. It's something we really haven't seen, but he's a great quarterback, and we're ready to face him.
You're here with a couple of senior teammates, Justin and Malachi. What is it like to have Justin kind of behind you, Malachi on the back end, leading the defense?
Oh yeah, oh that's huge. When you got veteran guys, they can make the calls themselves. So that really helps us get on the same page easier. And you got Malachi in the back end. He's communicating every play. It's just helpful to have guys that can talk and get everyone on the same page so we can play fast.
For you, first year full-time starting, leading the defense in the middle, being the signal caller. How have you seen yourself grow from week 1 to this point in the season?
I definitely see myself grow. I'm just trying to be more of a vocal leader. That's something that I've been working on. And on the field, I'm just doing the same things I've been doing. It's kind of natural, but I would say the biggest thing would just be being the leader vocally, or being more of a vocal leader, and having guys come along with me.
Talk about wanting to be more of a vocal leader. That's something that you talked about a lot this season.
Yeah.
Exactly how does that happen, week over week?
I would say I'm more of a vocal leader on the field, but when we're not on the field, I'm not really a big talker. But that's something I just been trying to work on. Just helping the young guys, or even my guys my age, just to stay focused and keep the main thing the main thing.
SEC Big Ten add anything to this game? Not that it needs more value, but is that something that you guys are thinking about, that SEC Big Ten kind of settle that?
Personally, that's not something I looked at. I just think of Michigan as a great team. Not really looking too much in the conference. But yeah, that's all I got on that.
Deontae, what would you say has maybe been a turning point for Jihad this season, or a moment that was really pivotal for him?
Man, Jihad, he's been working hard the whole off season. Well, the off season that we had, he was working hard the whole off season. He come to work every day. He does everything he can to help the team win. And I think just with experience, he just got better over time, and he's going to be elite.
Deontae, Coach Saban's known for always being dressed real sharp. If you were a coach, what would your game day fit be?
A coach, I think I'll probably wear me a little suit and tie. Business.
And Michigan is a team that not only likes to run the ball, but they want to bludgeon you. They ran 30 straight run plays, one game. How can you not just hold up against the run, but hold up against it when they are so committed and they're going to wear you down in the fourth quarter?
Well, I think it just comes to how we prepare. Everybody got to be sound and disciplined, and be in their gap so we can stop the run and try to make them one-dimensional. But that's just something we have to prepare for throughout the week and execute on Saturday.
Is this a team that's gotten stronger in the fourth quarter, that has that kind of, conditioning and strength late in games?
Yes, ma'am. I think. Well, our program, we pride ourselves on being, dogs in the fourth quarter, and that's just something that we work during the off season. And I think it showed up. We have a little scoreboard in the weight room of the fourth quarter, results, and we're doing pretty good in the fourth quarter.
We just asked Kevin Steele, when did Caleb Downs stop looking like a freshman? What was the moment when you this guy belongs?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. As soon as Caleb Downs stepped in, I'm like, yeah, he's the one, because it's just how mature he was at just being a freshman. I remember me as a freshman, I was just, still on the high school verge a little bit, but now he came in, he's ready to compete, and it showed.
You mentioned the scoreboard in the fourth quarter in the weight room. Who's atop the scoreboard?
No, it's like the points. So the points we score in the fourth quarter versus the team that we played against.
Oh, got it.
Their points scored in the fourth quarter. So, yeah.
Deontae, Jalen's been a big part of this season. Obviously, you have a favorite Jalen Milroe story that you can share either on the field or off the field?
I think with Jalen Milroe, it's never a dull moment, honestly. His personality never changes. He's always the same guy. But I would say my favorite moments with Jalen would be just his talks that he give us. You can tell that comes from the heart, and everyone listens to him. And when you have a guy like that, it can definitely do something different to your team.
You guys got some really good defensive linemen on the team. What
Coach was just talking about Justin Boyd's professionalism, and how he just shows up to work all day, a serious player.
Yes, sir.
Can you just speak a little bit what gets your defense?
You know, he's a veteran guy, so you know, he give experience on the D-line, leadership. You know, he does all these things well. Like you said, he comes to work every day, so I mean, the young guys have no choice but to follow him, you know. And he's just a great person, a great teammate to have.
And then with Kool-Aid over there at left corner, kind of just takes half the field away. I mean, as a linebacker, how beneficial is it to know that you're most likely not going to be running to that side if they're throwing?
Well, it's definitely beneficial. I mean, not everyone can have someone like Kool-Aid. You know, my first reaction every time the ball gets thrown that way is Kool-Aid's down there, like it's not gonna kick. But yeah, Kool-Aid's a guy I came in with. Great guy, great competitor, and I'm just happy he's on my team.
Deontae, with Coach Saban's whole history being really on the defensive side of the ball, has he instilled any specific kind of tendencies or philosophies in you guys that is definitely way more minute than what other people have taught you in the past?
I wouldn't say that. I would just say we just run the defense that been instilled, and you know, just try to make plays off that. And you know, once you're comfortable enough, then you're able to add your own little, you know, to be able to help you make plays faster or quicker, or just not be robots out there type.
Malachi was mentioning that when you guys watch tape back, he's able to kind of identify very small little tweaks you can make just to help improve that part of your game. With the linebacker core, has he shown that same sort of discipline within you guys?
No, that's for our position coach to do. You know, we don't, coach is never really in our room, but he's with the DBs. But yeah, our coach Robert Balla, he does a great job helping us make plays faster, helping us being a step quicker, and you know, just being able to dominate.
Deontae, playing for a team like Alabama comes with a lot of media attention. You get asked a lot of questions. What's one question you wish you were asked?
You
were asked. You wish we asked you.
I just want to talk about the team. This team's just amazing. We're so together. We're so resilient. I mean, I just think about the team.
When you think back about your season, you've dealt with a couple of injuries this
Yes, sir.
season. What have you learned from going through all of that this year?
You know, I learned a lot about myself. I didn't be down on myself or anything. I try to, you know, stay up. I knew my teammates needed me, but you know, it wasn't an injury that was going to keep me out for a long amount of time. So I was blessed about that. But you know, I just wanted to do everything I can to, you know, get back on the field and, you know, be out there with my guys.
We talked about Kevin Steele a little already, but kind of comparing this defense to last year with a new defensive coordinator, how much does it really change, or does it not change much because Coach Saban is still here? What's that kind of change?
I mean, the scheme really doesn't change that much. I mean, I would say like maybe the mentality changed a little bit. But I think that just come from the players. I don't really think, well, Kevin Steele, you know, he does everything he can, but I mean, the players really gonna, you know, control the identity of the team. And, you know, that's something we work through the off season. So, I mean, it's really nothing new.
Who do you think kind of led the charge for those changes?
I mean, I think just the guys we have here. Malachi Moore, he really started it. Dallas Turner, you know, them two guys. They do everything. They're elite, and they're great leaders as well. So.
With Coach Steele, you're kind of the quarterback of that defense, the middle linebacker. I mean, with all his years of experience, how much more football have you learned from a guy like that who's been through so many battles?
Yeah. I think I'm just learning how to be more of a pro with Kevin Steele. You know, he always tell me practice like a pro, and you know, just be a pro in everything you do. And you know, I'm glad I have Coach Steele, and he's definitely helped me in a tremendous way.
We've heard he's quite the motivator, halftime before games. Does he get after your vote more than Coach Saban?
No, yeah, I would say we get a little action from everyone on game day, but yeah, Coach Steele definitely get us hyped up and ready to go and ready to run through a wall.
How do you respond to that? Would you rather be left alone before the game, or you want a guy lighting a fire under you?
Well, you know, my game day is kind of different. Like if it's a 2 o'clock game, I'll wake up and I'm ready. But I mean, I try to, you know, channel my energy. But I would say before the game, it don't really matter who talk. I'm just ready to play. I mean,
Different, like when you guys go on the road. I know there's a viral video. I think it was Rick Warren Davis back in the day getting the guys going. But when you like go into the Iron Bowl and Jordan Hare Stadium, and it's really a you against the world mentality. I mean, what's that 10 minutes before the walkout like?
I would say for me, it's just the same. I mean, I feel like it's always us against the world, especially when we're away. But you know, the 10 minutes before the Iron Bowl was a little different. You know, for me, I would say just being from Alabama and knowing the tradition of the game. But yeah, that feeling was crazy. But I mean, it's why you play the game. So.
How's the ankle progressed over the course of the season? I'm sure you're in good shape now, having all this time off, but how long did it take to get it right?
Yeah, I mean, it's still a work in progress, to be honest, but, you know, it's, for the most part, it's doing better than I thought, and, you know, just keep working at it.
What was the low point for the ankle, like LSU game, or
Wait, what was it?
like what was the game that you dealt with the most pain in? Was it LSU or
Yeah, that was the game I injured it, but
it wasn't already banged? Weren't you already banged up though, or no?
yeah, but it was my other ankle, so but that ankle was just becoming good, and then that happened at LSU, and you know.
Talk a little bit about this like linebacking unit, like you, Trezman, and Jihad, like how y'all work together.
Yes, sir.
What's that like?
No, it's two different energies a little bit, I would say. But those guys come to work every day, and you know we hang out outside of football all the time. So, I mean, this is something that we knew we were going to do before the season, and we're just doing everything we can to, you know, put our defense in the best position.
What's the chemistry kind of like throughout this whole defense? Like how close are y'all?
Yeah, I think really with the whole team, like the chemistry is crazy, and it only has gotten stronger. Like we only built more chemistry with the adversity that we faced, and you know, just being here, we're fully confident, and we have confidence in each other, and that's a big thing for us.
Do you think y'all are closer than the teams you've had over the past?
Like to doing it.
Like closer together, like better.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I just feel like everyone can just talk to anyone, like, and that's a difference when you have, you know, relationships outside of the field or off the field. You're able to talk to someone and tell them that's not right on the field, and you know, I don't think we always had that in the recent years I've been here, and that's definitely been a difference maker.
Which of the defensive linemen would you say catches the most double teams?
Oh, well, I would say Tim Keenan and, you know, Jaheim Otis. I don't see how they do it.
They keep you clean?
No doubt. Yeah, those guys, they hold their ground and, you know, keep the offensive lineman off me to make plays.
Anything stand out about Samaj Morgan, a freshman wide receiver, kind of has come into his own at the end of the season for Michigan?
I mean, he's a great player. But Kool-Aid is going to, you know, watch the film and I'll see what he thinks about it.